This video was made possible by the EA Creator Network. Thank you so much for providing me with early access. Hey everyone, and welcome back to another Sims 4 speed build video. And today we are creating this cafe pottery apartment. And I know what you're gonna say. Where have you been? It's been a very long time, and now you're back. When a new expansion pack comes out. But if I remember, I'll try and put it here. But these are all the things I've been working on. I just, when it came to the time that I actually wanted to publish them, I was like, okay, the expansion pack is coming out. So I can't do that now. So I have to push all of them back. And then I got really busy with university. And then, like, a lot of things have just been happening in my personal life. So I was just kind of like, really like, oh my God, I can't believe I have to do this. Like, one of the biggest things is that I could have posted this video on Monday and now it's Wednesday. That's how busy I got in terms of just like maneuvering things around. But I'm here now, finally posting and recording this. It's Wednesday, and hopefully, let's hope we can get it done. Now, also, what you've probably seen is that, oh, I was excited something a little different from you, EmeraldStories, because everyone's been doing the pottery studio, everyone's been doing the cafes and stuff like that, and it's just because it's just one of the easiest things you can do when you're exploring this pack as you're going through the stuff that we have gotten, and we have gotten quite a few amount of things. It's just the easiest thing to like kind of lean forward into, even though technically this was supposed to be a tattoo shop. It was researched on my phone that I want to make a Scandinavian tattoo shop. I want to make something in that similar kind of vein. And that's what I was supposed to be doing. But then for whatever reason, I looked at it and I was like, this building will look a lot better white. And the tattoo shop was supposed to be a lot more grungy. So I just picked the completely wrong lot. And I'm pretty sure this is the lot that everyone used. It's because it's the smallest. It's a 20 by 15. And I just thought it was like one of the easiest ones we have. But yeah, this video, I'm going to try and stay on topic and talk about what's going on in the pack so I can do my ramblings for later. But just so you guys are avidly aware of, as I showed you guys those pictures, I do have a steampunk blitz inspired floating apartment. I have a school, I've got a racehorse course, I've got a lot of things. Oh, I've got so many houses and apartments as well. So just know that they're waiting for you. I've been very busy lately, and with the way that things have been going with the university in terms of job opportunities, I before when I said I could potentially do 2 videos a week, that's not possible. I'm probably going to be able to do one video per week from now on, just because I should be starting work soon, and I don't have a job. Just so you guys know, not yet, but the way that things are going and the industry I'm entering, it is very apparent that I might just get caught into things, because as you guys may know, that I work in the TV and film industry. Well, hopefully, potentially, kind of in and out. It's weird, but I would like to, but I kind of don't, and I kind of do. I kind of just make short films. It's just it's a whole thing, and hopefully a lot of more stuff has been going up. I've been signing up for a lot of things and stuff like that, and it's such a freelance kind of thing. So I might get like really busy one week and really on and off. So I'm so sorry that the time of my somewhat normal schedule has kind of vanished, and now it's gonna be spurts. Like, you're just gonna get spurts of videos at a time. But I will always make sure that I do it in quite a convenient manner. So for example, the last spurts of videos was during Valentine's week, which I know they're still not on Patreon yet. The Tray Files. I'm so sorry about that. But I those that was the last project I did because I was coming up to the new film coming out, and I just like there was just a lot of things I needed to do around about that time, and at the time. And this week I do have the time because the first 3 days of this week I don't have anything going on except for I'm supposed to be finalizing a script. So it's like I've got some things going on. I got other things, not a lot of other. I can balance it out. So let's hope I can do that. And yeah. So coming up to building this, I originally in my head I wanted to do a tattoo shop. It just made the most amount of sense in my head. When I first found out what was going to go on in this pack, I was like, okay, I want to do a tattoo shop. And you know what? I'm gonna say this. When I first found out what was going in this pack, it was a little bit. I was looking at it and I was like, again, this is going to be one of the packs that I buy because I am a creator, or is this going to be one of the packs I'm generally interested in? And I could not tell you at this moment in time because at the moment I'm still on my building blitz that I'm currently doing. I don't think that's the correct word. My building spree. I'll say that. Um, no, but blitz is like you blitz a what do you call it, a blender, like you blitz it, so like that's like super fast, so I guess it's kind of the same thing. But I'm still on my building spree at the moment, so I haven't like I could never tell you guys anything to do with gameplay cast or anything like that because that's not my niche. Gameplay a little bit just because I lived for little Miss Sam's live in business mod, so to have this, it's like this is something that I've always kind of wanted because that's what I've always used to play with because loading screens are my enemy. I do not have a professional computer. So to utilize loading screens, it's just a pain for me to go anywhere that's not my residential lot. It's always been really difficult because I've always wanted to do a lot of stuff. Like I've built shopping malls, I've built like schools, and I've built like a lot of other things, but I've always thought to myself that I can't necessarily play with them as much as I want to because I just get a fatigue. Like one day in The Sims shouldn't drain me as much, but it does because of the loading screen. So hopefully this way around I can have a little bit more fun with it. Now, also with this build, do I like it? Kind of not. The weird thing about this build is that I built it as I was testing out the new stuff from the pack. So it's not something that I've built where I've had a well versed understanding of what's going on in the pack. So it was just kind of like me testing stuff out and seeing where the build goes. So I did see the pictures of the tattoo shop, but then I was just kind of like, I'm going to try and see what I can do. And then I kind of just did what I always do when I am first building within a new expansion pack or game pack, which is just copy what is going on within my surroundings. So within my surroundings, there is just like a lot of like Scandinavian inspired buildings. So I was just like, and also next to this lot, there is a beautiful, and I mean absolutely gorgeous church, and it's just it's everything to me. I love it. Like it's so I'm just such I love the whole church architecture, especially within Catholic churches. Like they are so gorgeous. So the church here is absolutely beautiful. And I also know that in a lot of Scandinavian regions they've got a lot of gothic looking churches as well, and I just kind of just love that whole kind of, I just love the way churches look. They just look so pretty. I love a lot of the, you know what, I'll say this, I don't try and like mess with it a lot because at the end of the day these are religious places for a lot of people, but I just love all kinds of like religious places like temples, mosques, everything. They just look so gorgeous, and the way that they gleam in the light and everything like that. And I know that's not the purpose of most of them, but when people really truly like put money aside and really go quite heavy within displaying these things, I really love them. They're really beautiful. So yeah, I would never build them in the game just because again this is a lot of sacred places for a lot of people, and I feel like that's one of the things that could really teeter into could potentially being offensive. But absolutely love religious buildings, and the church that we have in this game, I think, have we had one before? Because I'm thinking in Tartosa, did we have one? But I don't think we did. But I really just love it. It's really pretty. But yeah. So, so what ended up happening is that it just turned into this because I was looking at all the interior pieces that we have, and I was just like, one, those Scandinavian builds that we have been building in the Sims community for a very long time are about to pop off because we've been just using a lot of items in order to really create that kind of aesthetic within our game, and now we've got like a concentrated pack on it, so we're really about to pop off when it comes to Scandinavian builds. And a lot of what I've been really enjoying a lot lately is that with The Sims at the moment, they've been kind of keeping up a lot with the times, so a lot of the interior design that they do bring out does match, not one to one, but close to what's going out in terms of pieces. For example, um I was building in one of the Australian inspired houses. I was trying to create something where the interior design had wallpapers which were Egyptian cotton, kind of egg washy color, which is like a really popular color at the moment because there is, I forgot all of the interior design names, but it's just very, it's a lot of woods, it's a lot of very kind of almost texturized walls, almost like a wash. Sometimes concrete floors, sometimes wooden, but very like um very textured. Like everything is not the whole idea of flat within looks is kind of slowly fading, because we had like the height of that within, I'll say, 2016 to 2022, and then after 2022, as we were leaving a lot of like fashion trends like clean girl makeup, we are going into more texturized trends. So we're going into like, yeah, you can have your clean girl makeup but have a few loose hairs out, or have a little bit of a blowout with your clean girl makeup, like have texture with the smooth. And that's like a really common interior design technique that I've been seeing lately, where it's like you still have a base color on your walls, but it feels painted. You can tell it was painted or sprayed or whatever, but you can tell that like it's purposeful. The same with like sofas and chairs and everything. There's the element of lived in. Like you can tell that there's like a blanket here. And if you go into Pinterest and you see all of those pictures, you see on the floors that they look purposefully polished, but it's concrete. It's got bits, it's got air bubbles in it, it's got things to really emulate that kind of vibe. And I like that the Sims lately has been going one to one. Is it always up to date? No. I won't lie to you, it's not always up to date, and it comes an issue with that. If you stay too one to one, you could have issues where a lot of the stuff from high school years does not really mesh anymore with contemporary environments because we are moving so fast in terms of trends. But that is enough of me talking about trend culture and everything like that. Let's actually talk about the builds and interior design and build side of this. I'm not going to talk about all of it because I can see that I'm almost finished building, which is really weird because now it's been a very short amount of time. But let's talk about some of the things I noticed, and I'm going to just talk about the highlights of what I liked. I love the windows. I'm a big window girly. As much as I love doors, we've got loads of doors. I can always like pick and do doors. Actually, before I talk about what I love, also another difficulty of making this is not only because I was messing around with the pack, that's why the vision didn't really come through. I'm actually extending that pottery area just because it looks a bit too tight initially, but also because I realized I was only just using one pack in the base game, and I'm terrible at base game builds because I'm not the most innovative person when it comes to like, inventive. I won't say innovative, I'll say inventive, like creating new ways to do things. Like I'm just quite horrible at that. I can emulate stuff and I can like think of really cool ideas, but I can't think of cool ideas to necessarily do things that are mundane. So tell me to make a blitz balloon. Of course. I feel like that's not no, it's called a blimp. That's yes, it's called a blimp. That's what I was looking for. Um, Tell me to make a blimp in The Sims and I could do it. But tell me to make a unique version of the counters using what we've already got in the base game. I'll look at you funny. I'll look at you like you just swore at me. Like it's I can't do that. But as the video's ended, I'm just gonna talk about a few things that I really liked, and then in the next video, it is gonna come out today again or tomorrow. We never know because of my schedule. But yeah, the video is ended. Oh my god. I'm just gonna say one of my favorite things. Just look out for the next video when I talk about what I really like. But one of my favorite things within this that you actually don't see a lot of it, and you don't see me using quite a bit, but it is one of my favorite. We got drains. We got drains and get together, but we got drains in the sand. You're about to be sick of me. We've got a lot of things to really help with realism. as the games continue going on, and I'll give you guys a proper good reviews about what I like, what I don't like, what could have been better and stuff like that. But this, I guess this was just a little bit of a catch up after almost 20 days of me being gone. But yeah, I hope you guys really like this build. It will be available to download. I don't know why you would download it though, because it's actually not the best piece of work I've done before, but it's good enough that I will post it. That's what I would say. I may trash on my builds, but it's always good enough for me to post. If I really don't like it, I won't post it. You do not know of the builds that I really don't like. But yeah, here is my cute little cafe, pottery, and one bedroom apartment. Thank you so much for watching this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, but if you don't want to, that's also okay. I appreciate you staying this long and listening to all of my ramblings. Also, don't forget to leave a comment down below. I read all of your comments, the more the merrier. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye! Also, it took me ages to make that EA creator intro. Goodbye!